2018 Vauxhall Grandland X SUV Review. Pros. SUV completes lineup of 3 news-branded family cars. Promise of ample personalization options and cutting-edge tech. Well equipped for the extra bucks, all offered with Vauxhall Antara. Cons. Available to order now, but deliveries come from late 2017. Limited array of engines from launch. No 4-wheel drive version for adventurous types. The Vauxhall Grandland X will be the third in its branded family, slotting in on top of the range. On top of the entry-level Grandland X and mid-range Mach-E X, it will go eyeball to eyeball with rivals, such as Nissan Qashqai, Renault Kadjar, Ford Kuga, Volkswagen Tiguan and Peugeot 3008. Not only could be the Grandland X GPS unit perfect same market segment because Peugeot, it's dependent on, but it really shares the underpinnings and huge amounts of mechanical componentry while using forthcoming Citroën C5 Aircross as well as the DS7 Crossback. Vauxhall expects that will become its second best-selling car behind the Corsa, and that is ambitious considering it doesn't directly replace any model-to-use range. However, in addition to taking sales on the big market sector sellers Nissan, Renault and Ford, Vauxhall expects existing Zafira Tourer buyers to relocate across on the new SUV. What is often a Vauxhall Grandland X? It's a mid-sized SUV, with seating for 5, and consists of a raft of driver technology, as Vauxhall races to capture up with its opposition inside the hotly contested family car market. Autonomous emergency braking, driver drowsiness alert and park assist are offered across the number, and that is aggressively priced and generously equipped. It is often a practical and usable car, too, with the elevated seating position, and acres of glass for any light and airy interior. Vauxhall says it offers class-leading interior space, which certainly seemed the situation when had a selective early preview with the car. The luggage space looks impressive, having a capacity that ranges from 514 liters and increases to a single 652 liters with all the rear seats folded down. Looking good, full of tech, it's an incredibly good-looking car, especially on the rear. It needs to get, there are lots of talented rivals it's going up against, and since a class newcomer, it must stand out. The Grandland X follows on the Insignia Grand Sport in adopting a much more premium interior and exterior design. It has highly sculpted wheel arches, and acres of cladding privately to add to its go-anywhere appeal. The interior looks good, too, and follows the Insignia in offering a decluttered dashboard and generously proportioned touchscreen. You can specify the Grandland X using the following equipment: IntelliLink infotainment system, Vauxhall Antara, which now includes new services including hotel booking and parking space search, wireless charging for mobile handsets, adaptive forward lighting, LED headlamps, electronic grip control, adaptive cruise control with pedestrian detection, autonomous emergency braking, driver drowsiness alert, advanced park assist. Prices and engines: there is a petrol and something diesel engine available across kids, a turbocharged 1.2-liter petrol producing 130 horsepower, or maybe a 1.6-liter diesel producing 120 horsepower producing 104 gkm of CO2. The entry-level Grandland X is aggressively priced to the 130 horsepower 1.2-liter Techline nav model. This comes fitted with stop-start plus a 6-speed manual transmission. There are 4 trim levels starting from, say, Techline Nav, Sport Nav and Elite Nav. The flagship Elite Nav can be reasonably priced when fitted while using flagship 120 horsepower 1.6-liter turbo D diesel engine and 6-speed automatic gearbox. Styled to the family, it's unmistakably a Vauxhall, though, with contrasting roof treatments, a good amount of chrome detailing, and also the company's signature-shaped LED daytime running lights. Vauxhall gives a myriad of personalization options, too. We're intrigued with the AG certified quite simply, supremely supportive ergonomic front seats, which do deliver great long-distance comfort. The use of heated controls, heated front and back seats and smart tailgate, that opens using a kick, all ensure driver and passenger comfort, can also be notable features that interest family drivers. The verdict: the Grandland X really should be a success for Vauxhall. It's certainly a much better looking effort versus the gawky Mach-E X and pudding-like Crossland X, being particularly handsome round the rear quarters. It's well equipped, by incorporating interesting safety kits as standard. This is very good news at this type of competitive launch price. Vauxhall OnStar, the concierge system more cars must have as standard, is often a brilliant standard fitment, too. It's comfortable for very long distances, and is also refined. It isn't the sharpest driver's tool on this segment, however it probably doesn't require to be. Review of the new model, but visit soon for first drive of a new spec right-hand drive Vauxhall Grandland X SUV, just two engines made available from launch: petrol and diesel choices, both good ones. Diesels provide the lowest emissions and greatest economy. The engines offered from the Grandland X are lifted straight from your Peugeot 3008. Although that car comes which has a myriad of options, the Vauxhall is fixed just two, one diesel, the other petrol. The nice thing about it is that they are both great engines that any of us rate very highly. You will come to, especially the jewel-like 1.2-liter 3-cylinder petrol. Power ranges from 120 horsepower for your diesel to 130 horsepower to the petrol. The 1.2-liter 3-cylinder is smooth and punchy, that has a useful 230 Nm of torque available. In the Peugeot 3008, it completes the benchmark 0.62 mph sprint in 10.8 seconds, and it is capable of reaching a 117 mph top speed. And why not consider the Vauxhall Grandland X diesel? The PSA-sourced 1.6-liter Blue-I injection diesel engine is brilliant, as there are in all on the cars it's designed for. It pulls strongly yet smoothly, and is particularly suitably refined at speed. The gearbox carries a woolliness to its believed Peugeot owners will recognize, but that's not with the expense of accuracy. Vauxhall claims a 0.62 mph duration of 11.1 seconds, while maximum speed 117 mph. This engine is available using a choice of 6-speed manual or 6-speed automatic gearboxes. Stick while using manual though, it's much slicker and nicer to drive as opposed to indecisive auto. The Grandland X's dynamics are dominated by their steering, which has a lack of feel. This is a shame as it's reliable and won't surprise yourself a twisty road. That said, it is great enough to the market it's directed at, although dependent on the early drive with this pre-production left-hand drive car. It's not as sharp because Seatco or Renault Kadjar. Interior fitments look nice and feel well made. Ample room inside. Front and rear seats are spacious but slightly claustrophobic. The engines available for your Vauxhall Grandland X undoubtedly are a 128 bhp 1.2-liter turbo petrol or maybe a 114 bhp 1.6-liter turbo diesel, both provided with 6-speed manual or automatic transmissions. Prices for petrols start at merely over £22,000 and diesels £1,000 higher. Automatic transmission adds £1,500. Spec levels are say, Techline Nav, Sport Nav and Elite Nav. Standard equipment includes cruise control, dual-zone climate control, lane departure warning, front fog lights, rear parking sensors, LED taillights and daytime running lights, and touchscreen-based infotainment. Like the Peugeot 3008, The Grandland X includes a switchable dial-down where handbrakes accustomed to live, offering different modes for various surfaces, road, sand, mud etc. Visually, it evokes the controls you have with serious off-roading 4x4s, so it's somewhat gimmicky, but it really's besides cosmetic. It adapts the traction control as well as other aids that can help this front-drive car make the most from the available grip. Options incorporate a leather trim, audio upgrades, a black roof along with a panoramic sunroof. In particular, we like the way in which the infotainment system works. Much like the Vauxhall Insignia Grand Sport, it's bang up-to-date and well-featured. In addition to being long, as you are a fan of touchscreens, you are likely to like this one. We like the strategically placed ledge below the screen, and that is a boon in case you are trying to use it on bumpy roads. It's an exceptionally comfortable car, absorbing the worst that speed bumps and potholes can fling at you, without feeling remote or detached. It steers accurately, and brakes with power and composure. The front and rear seat comfort is fantastic. All controls are placed aside on the usual caveat about oddly positioned stock controls, along with the visibility is so-so. In short, it appears to get at or near the top with the class. Excellent equipment levels across the product range. Vauxhall Antara standard across all models. Dual-zone climate control included on all versions. The Grandland X will come in 4 flavors, starting with all the say, working through Techline Nav and Sport Nav models to kids topping Elite Nav model. Vauxhall is majoring on value for money in the aggressively priced range, and many types of models are comprehensively equipped. Standard equipment about the Vauxhall Grandland X. Say Vauxhall Antara 7.0-inch infotainment system, screen support for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, Bluetooth audio streaming, USB audio input, dual-zone climate control, cruise control with speed limiter, leather-covered controls, 17-inch alloy wheels, automatic lighting and windscreen wipers, front fog lights, lane departure warning system, high beam assist for headlights, rear parking sensors. Standard equipment about the Vauxhall Grandland X. Techline Nav 8.0-inch infotainment screen with integrated Satna voice control, ambient lighting, flex floor load bay system, 18-inch alloy wheels, powered tailgate, rear privacy glass, front parking sensors, driver alert system, forward collision avoidance system, blind spot alert system, keyless entry and start. Standard equipment for the Vauxhall Grandland X Sport Nav. The Sport Nav model is aimed primarily at retail buyers, and is also very similar on the Techline Nav model with regards to specification. The main differences are visual, in lieu of in their equipment levels. 18-inch diamond-cut alloy wheels. Standard equipment for the Vauxhall Grandland X Elite Nav. Leather seat-facing sports front seats, powered and heated driver's seat, ambient lighting, 19-inch diamond-cut alloy wheels, LED headlights, advanced park assist, panoramic camera. Vauxhall Grandland X optional extra equipment, active cruise control, all-road pack with grip control and mud and snow tire, wheel package, park and go pack 1, audible warning and electrically folding mirrors, AG-approved comfort seats, winter pack 1 with heated front seats, entire winter pack 2 with heated rear seats. In addition to the above, premium LED forward lighting standard on Elite Nav, 5-star Euro NCAP rating, 3 ICE fixed points, speed sign recognition and lane departure warning system standard on all models when tested because of the crash simulation experts at Euro NCAP in 2017. The Vauxhall Grandland X scored an entire 5-star rating thanks to some extent to its raft of electronic safety equipment. In relation to its standard equipment, you will get the following items: driver's and passenger airbags, front side impact airbags, full-sized curtain airbags for driver, passenger and outer rear passengers, anti-marining ramps inside front seats, 5 inertial reel, 3-point belts, speed sign recognition, lane departure warning system, blind spot alert system as standard on all. However, the same model, the safety pack standard on all. Even so, the same model includes driver drowsiness system, forward collision alert and automatic emergency braking. How many ICE fixed points does the Vauxhall Grandland X have? There are ISOFIX points for the front passenger seat, along with the outer rear seats. Typically sized medium SUV, decent rear room, spacious boot, lots of interior cubbies and optional flex floor. The Vauxhall Grandland X is sized to contend with its main rivals, the Nissan Qashqai and Renault Kadjar, which means it's compact around the road, with decent interior room. Rear seat room is impressive, with decent headroom, along with the front seat occupants get bags of adjustment for his or her money. As you'd expect, there are a good amount of cubby holes for one's odds and ends. It's really a stylish destination for a sit, although perhaps without funkiness for younger families. In comparison to its fitting in your garage, in case you have room with an average family car, then this Vauxhall Grandland X is likely to fit. It's nicely sized and comes using the modern parking aid. You want to squeeze it into today's typically undersized bays. All-round visibility is when you'd expect it for being, with bulky pillars, narrow rear windows and shallow tailgate glass. Good job, it's full of parking aids, for instance audible beepers and optional panoramic cameras.